Alright, good evening class. So I'm Bros Tobi, as usual, as you know me for. So today I'll be teaching us how to use our Pixel Lab to edit our banner or logo design. So I'll be tapping on the Pixel Lab. So cancel. That's the before one I did. So you see something like this if you just open your Pixel Lab. So let's get started. Alright, let me delete this new text on it. So now I will go and change the background. So I'll change the background to color, any color of my choice for now. Any color, because just the background, just a background. So this is it. Alright, so I will change the size of my background. I'll change it to 10:20. So I think the ratio should be okay. It's okay. So this is it. So I'll go back to our shape. Now I'll go to the shape. This is where you select shapes and also import pictures to the surface of your banner. So here I will tap on the shape. I will make the shape bigger, so almost this. So I'll make it something like this. So here you can see the ratio, opacity. So the opacity, I will reduce it a bit. So I'll change the color of I'll change it to color something like black but not black. So I will now reduce the opacity to 90. Let me put it to 90. So sorry, 90. I think 91 is also okay. So as for the strokes, so the stroke, I will make the stroke coming out. So yeah, this is where I get my stroke from. So I will change the color of the stroke to something, let's say green. Like I will edit the gradient color green, the gradient color green. So I use something like this now. So let me use color green. Let me edit it. So color green, something like this. So something like this. So I will make it a bit darker. I'll make it a bit darker. So I will bring it to the front. So okay. So I will make this place nice and I'll make the center. See. Alright. Or I should just give it, sorry, let me just give it the black, the ash color, so something like this. For this. So this one is good. So let's go with this. Now I'll go to rotate it to make it, to give it a more, so I'll rotate the angle. It's looking more like what I just did, what I showed you that we'll be doing tonight. So can you see? Now it's, let me reduce it a bit. It's okay like this. It's okay like this. So let's use this. Let me increase the size. So can you see? I think this is okay. So to avoid the movement, I will be locking it. So I've locked it, so it's not moving. So I've locked it. Alright, so now I will add another shape. So this shape now will be, so it will be on the, so I'll increase it. Let me make it more bigger, larger. So something like this. So let me increase the top. So I'll make it something like this. So I will give it the same color I made the first one, gradient color yellow and color gold. So I will make it, so I will give it, I will not give it a stroke. So I will take it to the back. Now this is how you take to the back. You can see to front, to back, to back. So can you see? So this is how I will do it. Alright, so it's okay. So I will make it, so I'll have to lock it to avoid any movement. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to add shape again. Shape now, I will be making a circle shape. So the circle shape, the first one will be, the middle one will be bigger than the rest. So I'll be giving the middle one color black. When I say black, I mean thick black. So I will increase the stroke a bit. So then I'll give the stroke another color that is lighter. So I'll make the stroke bigger a bit. So let me give it something lighter. So let me check more. So I think this one is okay. Alright, so let me bring it down to come down from the strokes. So as you can see, this is it. So I'll make it this way. Then I will now copy it. I'll copy it, then I'll make it smaller. Alright, sorry, let me make this one to be in the center. So I think it's already in the center now. So now this one will be somewhere here. I'll make it to be somewhere here. So now I'll copy this one. Sorry, oh sure. Okay, so I'll copy this one, then I'll bring it somewhere here. So I'll bring it somewhere here to go up a bit. So can you see? Alright, so this one again, I'll be copying it, then I'll make it another color. I'll give it another color. I'll give it a gradient color yellow, a gradient color gold, sorry. Alright, so something like this. So I'll make it something like this. So a little bigger. So I'll remove the strokes. Sorry, I'll remove the strokes. The strokes are not needed for now. For the strokes are not needed. So I'll make it something. Put it here. So I think it's nice like this. And let me do it this way. Okay. So I'll be copying this. I'm making it smaller to be in this shape. Alright, so I'll make it a bit bigger. So can you see? Now let me take this one up. to give it a beautiful shape. So I'll be copying this again. Copy. So I'll take it here and make it to be this way. So hope you are watching and listening. So this is not at the center a little bit, so I'll be bringing it in. Okay, so let me lock this color black. So I will be locking it. So I've locked the color black. So now I will go to let me do this one. Then I'll change the texture, that is the background, the texture. I'll change the texture. Alright, let's just watch. So I'll go to my gallery, then I'll go to my downloads. Alright, so can you see how beautiful these things are looking? So I'll be adding this one. I'll make it to be at my best fit, the way I like it. So I think I'll bring it down a bit so that this one will come up. Alright, let me just do it this way. So no, let me change this. Sorry, let me change it. So I'll go to my sorry, it's under download. So you. So I'll check. So so this is it. So I'll be using this one. So can you see? Really beautiful. So alright, so I think I will reduce the size a bit. The size is no, so let me increase it. It's the height that I'm expected to use. Alright, so the height. So because I want it to be more this thing in the eyes of the, so that is it. So this one, so I'll be giving this one also a texture. I'll tap on the texture, then I'll select from my gallery, then I'll go to my download and check something that will fit. Alright, so let me use the meat pie. So alright, as I mentioned in the group, so can you see it's looking much like the first one. So as I mentioned in the group, where you get your pictures from is from your Pixel, www.pixel. Sorry, that is where you change it to background. So but if you want to get your pictures, that is your images, those beautiful images like these ones I have here, so you go to your Pixabay, that is Pixabay, that is www.pixabay.com. so you visit it and you get your pictures. Just type. So I will be making a video of that when the time comes. So I'll also change this one texture, change the texture, I'll change it to something like this. So I'll be making this a bit, so I've gotten what I want. So can you see? Beautiful. So I think it's looking more good from the eye. So we are getting close to what we are looking for. So now I will go to my shape again, then I'll reduce this one and I increase a bit. So I'll bring it here. Hope you are enjoying the class, hope you are loving this class. So I'll bring it a bit down here. So can you see? So I'll be changing the color, then I'll give it a gradient color yellow, that is color gold. So I'll reduce it a bit. Alright, so this is what I want. So it has given me, I think something is wrong. So can you see? So I think the top here, I should have given it something like the stroke. I'll make the stroke more tiny than the first one. Then I'll give it a color that will fit in, a color just like this one. So let me give it a color this. So they are looking the same. Alright, so it's okay. So can you see? It's looking more beautiful now. So now let me, to avoid movement, let me lock it. So it is locked now. So I've locked it. So I'll go back. Alright, so I'll now input, I will make my banner like a logo, my logo stuff, something like that. So now I will, let me make a circular one. So the circle will be somewhere here. So I'll be tapping here. So I will add another. So I'll be making another shape. So something like this. So the two should be something like this. Alright, so I will now make it together. I will make the two together. I will make it together. So I'll make these two together. Okay. So the two are now in one shape. Alright. So we're going back. So I will now give it. So I will now make it more smaller. So I'll give it a color yellow. So now I'll go to my color. So I'll give it a color something like this. So I think this one will be, so let's just choose one color. So I think this one is better. So I will now be reducing the opacity. So this is where we reduce the opacity. That is the opacity. So I will take it up somewhere here. Alright, so this is good. So I'll give it somewhere here. So I'll be locking it to avoid movement. So now I will text on it. This is the time for texting. Alright, I'll be editing the text. Alright, I'll change it to Bros, since it's me that I'm the one doing it. So I'll be using BT Bros Tobi. So I'll change the font. This is where I'll change the fonts. I'll change it to something bolder, like something bolder. So let me get to that point of bold. Alright, so I think this one is okay. So I'll use this one, my text size, to increase the text to this. Then I'll be bringing it, so I'll be using this to shift it, shift. Alright, so I think I'll reduce this a bit. Reduce it a bit. So it's now at the center. Okay, let me move it upward a bit. So I'll be giving it a color. So the color I'll be giving it will be dark color. So color black. Let me give it something more blue. So can you see? So I think this one is okay. Then I'll text again. And let me write kitchen or restaurant. Let me write the kitchen. So kitchen. So I'll be pressing the OK. Then I'll be bringing the kitchen here. So I'll change the font of the kitchen to something. So I'll check my recent. So I think let me go here. Sorry, my font. So I'll be using something of this look. So okay. So I'll increase it a bit. Right. So I'll give it a color same as that. Okay, let me give it a more darker color. So I think this is okay. So I'll be moving it upward. Let me move this one downward a bit. I think that one is okay where it is. So I'll be moving it. I'll tap my positioning, then I'll move it downward a bit. So this is okay. So now I will be locking it up. So now we will start texting. Alright, edit. So clean your text. So now I will be writing something like this. Bros, right, Tobi, alright, snacks. So Bros Tobi snacks. So now I will take this downward here. So I'll take it downward here. Then I'll be giving it I'll be placing it at the center first, but let me give it a color yellow. So yellow, when I say yellow, I mean thicker yellow. This let me use the first one. I think the first one will match. So I'll be giving it a font, a font. So the font I'll be using will be so this is the one I know I love to use it at this point. So I'll be positioning it somewhere here. I'll reduce it a bit. So at the center. Alright, so can you see Bros Tobi1 snack. So I will text another one. Edit. So so here now I will be writing the things we sell in our restaurants. So I'll be writing, we sell nice and best food snacks like. So I'll be putting my iPhone. So I'll be writing, giving it a gap. So burger, a comma. So meat pie. So meat pie. So comma, and I'll be writing pizza, comma. So the next one will be sausage roll, roll. So comma. Then I'll be putting cookies. So then I'll be adding my dots. So yeah, this is nice. So I'll bring it down here and reduce the size. So I'll bring it to somewhere here. Alright, so somewhere there. Now I will now position it at the center. So can you see? Alright, so I will make this something here. So okay, so I'll change the alignment. To be like this. So this is very good. Okay, so now here I will change the font. So I'll change it to something like this. Okay, so I'll change the color to something brownish, so I'll give it a light brown. So this is good. Okay, so can you see this? I thought I did it this way. I need it to be this way. So I'll be giving it an alignment again. Sorry for wasting time. So the alignment will be something like this. Okay, so I'll now give it to be at the center because that is shifted. So to be at the center. Alright, so I'll bring it down a bit. Alright, so this is okay. Bringing this one, I'll be shifting this one up a bit. Alright, so let me place it at the center. Alright, so it's okay. So now we will be writing another text. The text I'll be writing now is about delivery service, the delivery. So delivery. So I'll be writing delivery. So I'll bring it down here, reducing the size. So the size, so I'll reduce it, I'll reduce it, I'll reduce it, I'll reduce it. So I'll add it a bit. So I will put the position at the center. Okay, so I will now change the color to something this. So it's yellow. Let me change it to pure yellow, something like this. So or like this. No, let me use this light one. So I'll give it a font that is somehow special, so something like this. So I'll be shifting it downward. So can you see? Alright, so the delivery. So now I'll be adding another text, edit. So I'll delete this. So I will add, we render door-to-door service, we render door-to-door service, that is to-door delivery of snacks in any location of your choice. So I'll be bringing this one down here. I'll reduce the size. So I'll reduce the size. So I will make it a one stroke. So can you see? So I'll give it a font like this. This one is okay. So now I will place it somewhere. So I'll make it to be at the middle. Place it to be at the middle. Alright. So now I will give it a color. So I'll be giving it a thick color. So this is the principle of color. So can you see color black? We render door-to-door service, and it's door-to-door delivery. So I'll be adding another text. So my next text will be get yours now, like getting, like they should come and buy their own here. So get yours, yours now. So let me put this. So I'll be bringing it somewhere here. I'll reduce it a bit. So I'll take it to be at the center. I will be using my positioning to be at the center. Then I'll reduce the size a bit again. So now I will give it a font. You see, I'm changing the font, so this makes the work neater. The more you change the font, the more you make the work neater. So I'm changing all the fonts to make it neater. So I'll be giving this also a dark color. So I'll give it this color red. So now I'll be adding a text. Another text. Alright, so the text I'll be giving it now will be my location. So I'll write location. I don't have the location button. If not, I will be located at opposite customary court. So I will give it comma. So I will write my village place, so Galadimawa. So I'll put a comma again and give it my city, Abuja, to easily be located. So then I'll bring it here, then I'll reduce its size. I'll reduce the size, so I'll be reducing it. I'll be bringing it somewhere here. So now I will make it so I'll bring it here. So I'll be changing the font. So I'll give it something like this for my location. Then the color. So I'll be using color blue. So I just need something thick color. So I think this color is okay. So I'll use this color. So this is okay now. I'll make this. I will be locking it. Lock it. So I'll lock it. So I'll be locking it. So now, can you see nothing is moving there now? None is moving. So I've locked it. So now let me check the wow. So this is to check. Sorry, so I've not made this. Let me make it. Let me lock it. Sorry. Okay, so now it's locked. So now I'll be doing this. So I'll be doing this, bringing it somewhere here. Alright, I'll bring it somewhere here. Okay, so I think it's almost equal, if not equal. So let's make it something like this. So very beautiful. So now you will tap on export image for your. So I'll be using PNG. Make sure you use PNG always, please. PNG and Ultra to make it very beautiful when you see it. So save to gallery. So thank you for watching this wonderful edition. I remain your humble Bros Tobi.